What up? I want to talk about a question that really sparked my um breakthrough of like who I am, I guess, and who we are, what's going on here. And it's the question of what is normal. Um yeah, what's normal? I was I was having a conversation a few days ago with my mom that what really sparked me wanting to talk about this. Um, and she has a very traditional way of um, seeing the world through a very Christian lens. So we were talking about just like LGBTQ community and just those people. And she was just put off by it. So I was trying to like tinker down and figure out like why are you uncomfortable by this? Like what's going on? Like what's the there's a message in how you're feeling. So what's the message? Like that's what we're looking for, right? Cuz I don't even think she knows what it is. So, um so I'm trying to get down to it. So she's like, so we're like, whatever, we're talking about gay people. She's like, of course, like, I'll feed them and like, I'll talk to them. I won't turn them away, but I don't know. And I'm like, but what? And she's like, it's just not normal. And I was like, okay, okay, well, what's normal? What, what is that? Like, what's your, how do you define normal? And she kind of didn't really answer it and was like, nah. But that's so crucial. Like that's so important, and I don't think a lot of people are very like clear and concise when they're in their choice of language. A lot of the times they'll just kind of like spew something out without really having clear definitions of what they mean by something. So they'll just say it, and you're like, okay, but what do you mean by that? And they're like, no, I'm not going to think more about it. Just like stop. And it's like, well, why not? Why don't you want to think more about it? Ugh. Like, how do you have conversations with people who like don't even want to think concepts through? You just can't. ah. Anyways, so like the concept of normal. When we say normal, what do you mean by normal? Right? Um, so how I've come to understand normal is like it's it's a cultural idea. It's like it's just a thinking that things are normal is like it's just a way of like confining things. Because that's what I realized what that is growing up so far, at least, um, is while you're growing up, the normal thing to do is to like have a partner, only have one partner, um, and have children, and then have a career, make money, kind of like just do your thing. Don't be too out there, but like do your part in society and just like roll and like whatever, just kind of follow the what is considered the normal steps of like how to do things. And I was realizing that I didn't find like I kept like I don't know. It was too when you say there's things that are normal that there's just certain way of doing it, and then it eliminates any other way of doing things. So it literally is confining. So then when you get rid of those walls, then you have access to infinite things. And that's way more desirable than just one like thing. And we're like, this is the only thing we can do. But it's like, no, like there's a reason why infinity's around and we're supposed to enjoy infinity. So to put up these walls of normal is to just like limit the mind. So when you're like, it isn't normal, you're just limiting life. It's all, anything that is normal. Anything that's around, everything's normal. I don't know. Or nothing's normal. Or they're both at the same time, I guess. I don't know. Life's a paradox, so I guess that works too. Yeah, that's kind of it. So there's no reason why you should try to confine yourself into what's normal, because that's not even real. That's just like a made up way to live life. I mean, you can if you want, but like you're blocking yourself from infinity, and I don't know why you would. That just like doesn't feel as good, you know? You can live this way. You can live, it's not, you can live that way and like want to live in norms. But then you kind of live with this uncomfortableness within you, because then you see other people not complying to the same norm that you have. So then you're like, oh, what's wrong with them? Like, they're not part of my group because this is what I think is normal and they're outside of that. And so therefore, like, that's weird. And like, I don't want to, like, there's a resistance. And you're going to constantly feel that resistance for as long as you live, if you're going to live by only what you deem is normal. And who's to say what you think is normal is actually normal? Like, what you think is normal is just kind of influenced by just what you're around and like the culture. It's just the culture. And culture is like made up. It's not real. Like it's not truth. So we can all just chill out about trying to, like, instead of aiming to trying to confine, we should aim to get rid of the confinements and just merge into like infinity, into the universe, into like the eternal. Yeah, so ever since I kind of understood that, that's just like, it's quite liberating to feel that you can be anything you want and there's no limitations and there's no judgment for pursuing like just any path, anything, because like it's all available for a reason. It's not, yeah, it's all available for a reason. That's not like, yeah. So yeah, just keep on doing you. Because that's what we're supposed to be doing. So if you're being you, then you're doing it right. Okay. That's it. Goodbye.